Many of the Concepts Unwrapped videos use the research generated by the new field of behavioral ethics to illustrate how difficult it can be to do the right thing, even for people who are good folks. A desire to please authority or to fit in with the group may cause people to act inconsistently with their own moral values. For example, the slippery slope can cause people to fail to notice lapses in moral judgment made by themselves or others. The list goes on, but the underlying lesson is clear. It's not easy to always be a good person, even if you want to be. But behavioral ethics can also give us guidance as to how to act more ethically and induce others to do so too. According to Professor James Rest, there are 4 key steps to acting ethically, which we have modified slightly. First, people must perceive the ethical dimensions of an issue that they face. This is moral awareness. Second, they must have the ability to decide upon a course of action that is ethical. This is moral decision-making. Third, they must have the desire to act on that ethical decision. This is known as moral intent. Fourth, and finally, they must have the motivation and courage to act upon that desire, which we call moral action. This video explores the first step to being your best self, which means developing moral awareness.
I think the important thing is to recognize that there's always an ethical issue. There's always an ethical dimension to any decision that we make.
Absent moral awareness, people might accidentally make the right choice, but they might also accidentally make an unethical choice because they're focusing upon other aspects of the decision calculus and inadvertently omitting any ethical considerations.
I've made some gut decisions with my gut that have had unintended consequences like down the road in my personal life, where I feel like in a relationship with someone, I can sense that they may not be true to me and may not being faithful and honest about all of their intentions, and I ignore it because what I want in the moment is more important to me than standing up and saying like this isn't right. It's really easy to do that in like a personal situation because you think that like I can sacrifice like future pain for like present happiness, which I think definitely has parallels in the workplace.
Studies on selective attention prove that people generally see what they expect to see. If you focus too much on pleasing your boss, on getting along with your coworkers, on meeting sales quotas or bonus targets, you may not even see an ethical issue, which is right there in front of you. The phenomenon that Professors Bazerman and Tenbrunzel call ethical fading, and Drumright and Murphy call moral myopia, can blind all of us to ethical miscues if we're not careful.